Concussion. 1976, 13 years old. The world turns around in circles, the starry sky is as bright as can be, and it would be a sunny day if I hadn't run into that tree. Perfect, thank you. Okay. Hello. I kind of feel like tonight, regardless of age, we're all children. And as I reflect upon mine rather distant childhood, I think about the female figures in my world who shaped me into the woman that I am one day post International Women's Day. My grandmother Belle, my mom Shirley, and my sister Lori. I'm dedicating this to them. The first piece is a letter I wrote to my grandmother when I was 9 years old. It came back to me decades after she died. I imagine at the time I was none too happy about having to include my little brother's school photo in my letter. And I imagine my mother insisting that I do so. I think I was a pretty good sport about it. May 26, 1972. Dear Belle, I have some pictures of me and David in the envelope. I don't like mine so much, but everyone likes mine the best. I hope we come over to your place in the summertime. I have a class picture of our whole class together, and mine doesn't look right. Today I was chewing on my bubble gum, and when I started chewing fast, I chipped a bit off my tooth. Mom said that she would make an appointment at the dentist for me and David one of these days. We got our pictures at school. Next year, I and David will give you a picture again. Mom is painting some of the kitchen green, and some of it she is going to put wallpaper on. Our picture has mostly blue in them. I have a friend, and she has a cat, kitten, and a puppy. The kitten is 8 weeks old. In David's picture, he has a dirty face. Love, Lisa and David. Thank you. In 1973, at the age of 10, I took up poetry. Years later, I compiled a collection of poems into a little autograph book and gave it to my mother as a gift. I forgot all about it until the day I found it among her things after she died. Here are a few literary masterpieces or massacres, however you want to look at it, scribbled inside. The Green Man. As Susie and I were around, we happened to hear the strangest sound. We looked and saw something green. We weren't quite sure just what we'd seen, but then as we looked again, we learned that they were just green men. The saucer, it was also green, but didn't look quite as mean. We started to run down the street. The green men were still at our feet. Then we slowed down and Susie said, "I'm so tired, I'm going to bed." The green men then pulled up beside us. They told us their names, which were Roy and Russ. We talked a while and then went home to tell our dads and our mom. Concussion. 1976, 13 years old. The world turns around in circles, the starry sky is as bright as can be, and it would be a sunny day if I hadn't run into that tree. I don't know. Two-timer. Girl meets boy, boy meets girl. Boy's annoyed because girl meets girl. Boy gets killed, girls go home, and that is the end of this stupid poem. Rumors. Kathy and Russell, the perfect pair. Where they met, I know not where. Day in and day out, they went to school. Around each other, they'd act real cool. Rumors started to spread like germs of how the two had marital terms, of how the time they once were seen together in a meadow green. Now rumors say they've dropped each other because Kathy had gotten fresh with his brother. Now they're married, and rumors bring laughter. They're living happily ever after. ... if only it were true. And this last piece is a poem I wrote for my big sister, Lori, sometime in my late teens. I found it among her belongings after she took her own life 28 years ago this month. It's called Where Do You Find? Where do you find a person who is fun to be with and crazy too, who's always there to be your friend and stand by your side until the end? And where in the world do you find this friend who stands by your side until the end, who's fun to be with and crazy too? I think I found that friend in you. You're a crazy broad, but I'll tell you this. I wouldn't want anyone else for a sis. Thank you for memories of laughter and tears. You'll be with me always throughout the years. Thank you for listening.